Look at me filming my 2023 makeup and beauty favorites a whole 14 days into 2024. Better late than never though. Stay tuned to the end of this video if you want to check out what I was loving in 2023, because you might just want to go buy some of these. Welcome and welcome back. It's Mercedes, and again, I'm bringing you my favorite makeup and makeup adjacent / beauty favorites of 2023. Get comfortable because we have a lot to cover, so I'm going to jump right in. My favorite foundation for the last year was most certainly this Lancôme foundation. Teint Idole Ultra Wear. You could not keep me out of this. I still wear it all the time. It's such a great foundation, full coverage. They have a really good color range. It is most certainly long wearing, and for that reason alone, I was wearing it nonstop. But in the event that I wanted something a little bit more on the light to medium coverage buildable side, I was wearing the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin foundation. So this foundation, I'm in the color 11 Neutral. This definitely just feels like your skin. It is beautiful. I feel like Charlotte Tilbury doesn't have the best color range. Get it together, Charlotte. So let's shift over to concealers that I was loving in 2023. I'll just show these first. These are the NARS, I call them Creamy Radiant, but they really radiant creamy, but that seems backwards to me, so we're gonna call them Creamy Radiant. But these are the NARS Radiant Creamy concealers, and I have a number of different colors. I will link all the colors down in the description box that I use. These are my go-to concealers and have been really for the last 4 or 5 years, and I love concealer. And through all the concealers that I've tried over the years, I find myself coming back to this concealer. So the NARS Radiant Creamy, or Creamy Radiant if you need concealer, is bomb.com. So you might want to pick it up in 2024. One of the concealers though that swooped in last year and certainly was not taking NARS's spot, but it was giving the NARS Radiant Creamy Radiant Concealer a run for its money, and that is the Hourglass Vanish concealer. This concealer is full coverage. So the NARS, I didn't say, the NARS Radiant Creamy is more medium to light, buildable. This is full coverage, honey. She's thick and will most certainly cover up the under eye, bags, any hyperpigmentation or dark, any imperfections that you're looking to cover up. This Hourglass will absolutely do the trick. The last concealer, and this one's more like concealer color corrector, and it is again from the NARS family. This is the Light Reflecting Eye Illuminator from NARS, and I have the I've hit pan or pot to prove it. I use the color Magic Hour. I love this product. So I apply this with a concealer brush first underneath my eyes because it is a brightener. It has a peach undertone, which works for me when it comes to color correcting. And then I'll go over it a little bit with one of the other concealers. This one is one of my go-tos, so you might want to pick it up. All right, let's shift gears. When we're talking about face, I should have actually, this is more like backing up. Let's talk about primers, because if you like me, you're trying to smooth and blend and blur and also make sure that makeup lock a hold to your face throughout the day. So you are likely going to need some primers. I'm so extra. Okay, my go-to primer, like for forever, is the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer. This face primer, I like it because it gets tacky, and yet I feel like I have no problem blending my other products over the top of it, and it really does hold. So it, for that reason, has been a staple in my collection for years, and 2023 was no exception. Now, I revisited though Hourglass, their Vanish primer. I was looking for something that would provide more that would fill in a little bit more blur and smooth in the way that my Urban Decay primer just doesn't. And so I went back to this because I used to rock this faithfully. I went back to it. Why did I stop wearing it? It's got me in a chokehold. if you're looking for a primer that does wonders in terms of blurring and smoothing, you might want to check this out. So that rounds out the primers. Let's shift gears and actually talk about bronzers. And I got a couple bronzers, or 3 bronzers, that I want to call out. This is the Chanel Le BEIGES bronzer. I love it. This is a very nice, subtle bronzer. And I like that for the days when I'm looking for something subtle. It's very forgiving. It blends very well. Now, but if you're looking for something that is not subtle, you might check out the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin bronzer. And that is what she looks like. I love it. It is also forgiving. The cream is really easy to work with, but it deposits more color than and pigment than the Chanel product. So that's the difference between the two of them. Also, this one is a little warmer than the Chanel bronzer, so I love having them both as options when I'm looking for a cream bronzer. I will say though, the last one, this is powder, also from the girl Charlotte. This is the Airbrush bronzer. This one is fire, very warm, as you can see. I wear this every day that I wear makeup. So let's talk about powders before we shift to the cheeks. So here are some of the powders that I was loving in 2023. You won't be surprised that they are also from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. It's a pressed sort of foundation setting powder. I love it. It's just very smooth. Like, the product is so silky and smooth. It is my favorite powder. When I went to grab it out of my makeup bag, there was one that I've literally hit pan on that I cannot bring myself to throw away, because Charlotte Tilbury products are not cheap. They're on the expensive side, but they're solid. And so that's why this is my go-to pressed powder. One of the other powders that I love also from Charlotte, and then we'll, I think, move on to a non-Charlotte powder, is this Airbrush Brightening Flawless Finish powder. So this is in the color Tan Deep, and you might be looking like, that's yellow, Mercedes. What are you doing with that? I use it to brighten underneath my eyes after I set them with one size powder in Sweet Honey. Like, this has me in an absolute chokehold. I finally retired my Ben Nye banana powder, and I've tried so many, Laura Mercier, Hourglass, like everyone's, and powder, loose setting powder, and I was not impressed. When I tried the one size, Patrick did a big one with this product, because this is fire. I have it both in the Sweet Honey and in the pink color. I don't love the pink as much as I assumed I would, but I do love the Sweet Honey. So that's my go-to. Those are my under eye setting powders. Let's shift gears and talk about highlighters, because I love them. So in 2023, these were the highlighter products that I love. So this is a palette. This is the Hollywood Blush Glow and Glide palette, also from Charlotte. I do love me some Charlotte Tilbury. This is what the palette looks like. This is a gold. I love this gold highlighter here, but I also love Glow and Glide Face Architect highlighter, and it is in the rosewood color. You can see that it is used and abused. She has been loved up on. It's a rose gold color. I love it. I just love highlighter, and this is one of my all-time favorites. Okay, since we're talking about the cheek, let's talk about blush. And I'll just cover right out the gate are the Yummy Skin blushes from NASA Myricks. They're just to die for. This one is in Prima Donna. It is so beautiful. Dropping stuff all over the place. Holding too many products, so it's probably not focusing. This is in the color Golden Hour, but it doesn't matter which color I show you, they're all fire. They are like a cream to powder finish. So these Danessa Myricks blushes do not disappoint. The last blush I'll call out is actually one that I wear all the time, even if I'm not wearing makeup. This is a Matchstick and Strawberry Pop from Fenty Beauty. I'll open it up so that you can see. This product eats. I like it. It just gives you a nice flush of color, And that's the reason why I wear it even if I'm not wearing makeup, because I still like to have those flush cheeks. And so this is my go-to product for that. Let's talk about eyebrows. As someone who has brows that are a little on the sparse side from some early life over plucking, tweezing, waxing, all of the above and everything in between, I love and need to fill these brows in. And so one of my go-to brands is Anastasia Beverly Hills. Probably most of y'all love ABH products. I've tried pretty much everything from the ABH line. What I have fell back in love with in 2023 is the powder, like using the powder to fill my brows in. So this is the Brow Powder Duo, and I have the brown or dark brown one. So I use this brush. It came with the brow freeze that I'm going to show you in just a minute. So I apply the brow freeze to it first. So here it is, we'll see. So I apply the brow freeze with a spoolie. I let that sit for a little bit and then I go over the top of it with my powder. I've tried all their products as I've mentioned, and I just have really fallen back in love with the old school powder to fill my brows in. So let me tell you something else that I loved last year, and it ain't gonna stop. So when I'm looking to wear lashes, because I do really struggle with lashes, I found the false mascara lashes were the best option for me. So they're from the brand Kiss. This is just one. These are called Petite Volume Wisps, but they have different options from Kiss too. There's the Impress ones, which you can see here. They come with this applicator, and then they come with a bonder and a sealer product. I love these because they're clusters. Clusters work better for me. They have me in a chokehold. I'm wearing lashes way more than I normally wear lashes, and that's because they're just so easy to apply. Now, if I'm not wearing false lashes, then I'm wearing the Giorgio Armani, I think, Lashes to Kill, and this is the travel size. It's the small one. It's in the color black. This is my favorite, and in fact, I'm always wearing this on my bottom lash, even if I'm wearing fake lashes. I love this. It's had me in a chokehold forever, and I have tried a lot of them, and I love this one. It's just thick. It doesn't clump up too much on the brows. It's an all-around great product. I don't feel like it dries out as much as some of my other mascaras. So if you have not checked it out, maybe you should check it out. All right, lips. One lip product that, this isn't even all of them. Like, I should film a little short to show you how many backups and how many open Summer Fridays lip butter balms I have. In the colors that I love, I started off with Pink Sugar. So it's the pink one. I started off with Pink Sugar. I think at some point I got Vanilla Beige, which is here. And then at some point I got this one, which is, I think, Brown Sugar. And then when Sweet Mint came out, I was all over it. So again, I love these Summer Friday lip butter balms. For the most part, I will wear them with some liner and call it a day. So those are one of my favorite lip balms. The lip liners that I was rocking religiously last year were one Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat Foxy Brown. Love it. Like, I just obsessed. So it's a cooler brown. Love it. Rocking it nonstop last year. It reminds me a little bit of another one that's making a debut, which is Matte Cork, which is so old. But I feel like Cork is a little warmer. Actually, it might not be. They look so similar. Some people say they're a dupe for one another. I think they're close enough, yet different enough to justify having both of them. Yeah, I may just be telling myself that, but they do feel different. But I love them. I was rocking them both. I go back and forth, sometimes in the same day. I guess they are. That's hurt my argument, because sometimes when I go to reapply it, I will reapply it with the other one. Anyways, love those. Okay, last two lip products. Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss. This is a deeply pigmented lip gloss. It's in the color soft pink. So cute. So cute. I wear it. It's got a big dope dofa applicator, which I really like. It's just very pigmented. And I have, I think, 3 or 4 from this line, ABH line. I love them. Last lip gloss is from Bare Minerals, and this is in the color Imagination, and it's from their Mineralist line. This is just a pink. Like, I love a pink lip, like a pink lippy. I'm gonna put just a little bit on there because, you know, the lips are feeling a little on the dry side. I love this. I love pink. If, you know, this doesn't send a message, I love pink, and I love a pink lip. That is my go-to with a really cool light brown liner. I love a pink lippy. So those are the lip products. Let's talk about setting it all and locking it in place. Okay, so I have 2 setting sprays. You won't be surprised again. I feel like this is not sponsored by anyone. And most certainly is not sponsored by Charlotte Tilbury, though I would gladly take a Charlotte Tilbury sponsorship. This is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. It's my favorite to really set and start to meld those powder products into place before I lock them in with another one size powder or a one size product, which is the Until Dawn setting spray, which I know everybody was crazy over. Like, I remember it being sold out forever at Sephora. I think I was out of town. I might have been in Atlanta or California when I ended up grabbing these, and I got 2 of them. Like, I was that person. I had been waiting on them for months until they came back into stock. I did not like it at first. I realized I was applying it wrong. I think personally you have to use wet or more liquid traditional setting spray first, and then you finish it out with this. So that's like the trick that I've applied. I don't know, I could be wrong, but that is how I roll. I love those 2. Okay, let's talk brushes for a minute. Real Techniques, I slept on for way too long. These Real Techniques brushes, these are fluffier ones that I use to blend in my concealer. This is the 402, and then this is the 242. So I'll get up a little closer so that you can see these ones. Where have they been? I slept on them. I started seeing people all over social media using them to blend in their under eye concealer flawlessly, and I had to see if they were worth the hype. Yeah, they're worth the hype, and they're so inexpensive that I literally buy them and have so many of them. I also love these 2 brushes, but I think I have 1 or 2 more in these sets. These are newer, but so I started using them towards the end of last year. I love them. They are their brow brushes. Like I said, I love a good brow product. I have to fill my brows in, and so I love brow brushes that really make the product application smoother. So Real Techniques brushes should not be slept on. Other brushes that should not be slept on are from BK Beauty. So from the BK Beauty line, I have a couple more brushes that I don't have here. This one is the 101. It's a large sort of angled foundation brush. I love that. I use that to apply my foundation, as the name suggests. And then this is the 109. It's just a smaller version of it. I use this to apply cream products. So it could be bronzer, it could be contour products. It also could be to blend in my under eye concealer or buff it in so that it blends. And I also like the 110. So I got the 110, which is I use exclusively to apply powder underneath my eyes to set my concealer in place. But I know some people use this to apply their concealer and blend it in. So BK Beauty brushes were also a win, and I have a wish list right now with a couple more of them that I would like to grab. Random. Let's talk about random stuff. This is a fan that has like 3 or 4 settings. I got this from Amazon. I love it when you are trying to help set and dry down your products throughout the makeup application process. You know that having a solid fan to help expedite that drying process is really important. So that is where this fan came in clutch. I love it. It's cute. It's pink. I love pink. And it was from Amazon, so it's pretty inexpensive. Okay, these last few items are around taking makeup off or storing makeup. And these Shiseido cotton squares is the truth. Like, I cannot believe I didn't get onto these until last year. I've been using the big Sephora ones forever. I use them to take off my makeup, especially around the eye. But the Shiseido ones are just so soft. Like, they're just so soft. I love y'all. So I'm actually going to take one out. This, I believe, is probably 2 or 3 because it's a little thick. There we go. Yeah, this, I mean, I wish that you could actually feel it. I wish I could actually take your makeup off right now with this because it is so incredibly buttery smooth. So Shiseido cotton squares, not cotton rounds because they square shape, had me in a chokehold and will still have me in a chokehold. Okay, related to taking makeup off. I don't love wipes. I usually use a cleanse off oil, but I am lazy, so I do use wipes sometimes. These micellar cleanse off wipes from MAC are the OGs. I've been using them for years. I remember when they did not have the micellar ingredients in the mix. They were rougher, but they were still the best out there. A thing that allows you to open it and close it and keep them sealed up tight, which is really nice. I do love these wipes when you're in a pinch and you need to remove your makeup at the end of the day, but you should still wash your face afterward. So double and triple cleanse that thing if you need to really get the makeup out of those pores. But those wipes do come in clutch. The last thing that I fell in love with last year is actually a bag. So this is a makeup storage bag. It's really a toiletry bag from Louis Vuitton. I have been on the hunt trying to find all different types of travel makeup bags for, my products. And I don't know when I got the idea to use this bag or where I got it from. Probably social media. Thank you, influencer. When I saw this and thought I could actually use this because it's the perfect size. It's got this zipper. It's full of stuff right now. It has a pocket in there with a zipper. It's lined really well with a material that is really easy to wipe down. I love this. This is my all-time favorite travel makeup bag, and it's canvas. The Louis Vuitton canvas is so durable. Now, it's LV, so they be a little on the pricey side. So if you can ask for a gift or you got it like that, you might want to check that bag out to store your makeup when you are traveling. That is it, my friends. We have come to the end. If you are still rocking with me, maybe you just kicked your feet up and you were just chilling. You grabbed a little bite to eat. Thank you for rocking with me. I have filmed a lot of related videos that you should definitely check out. I will link them in the cards, in the description box. I will link a playlist. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.